Do you ever have someone cringe when you tell them that you're in network marketing? Whether it's a well-meaning friend or a prospect, or, sometimes it could even be a stranger on the internet. It's no fun dealing with people who are negative about your business. But it's going to happen, right? And we can't always control what happens to us, but we absolutely can control how we handle it. So in this episode, we're going to share how to handle when people are negative about network marketing or negative to you about your business in general. So stay tuned. What is up, you guys? Good morning. Good morning. I'm Jordan Maley, and I'm here today for this live episode of Coffee with K and J, minus the K today. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys are having a great week. As you're coming on, if you're watching us live, please say hello. Let us know you're here. If you're catching the replay, say replay, whether you're joining us over on Facebook, over on our YouTube channel, or even on our blog. We're super, super excited that you are tuning in today to talk about how to handle, how to handle people when they're negative to you about your business. All right. So like I said, my name is Jordan Maley, and along with my mom and business partner, Kathy Schneider, we are the co-founders of the Global Freedom Community. We're a mother-daughter team. We help driven network marketers with the simple strategies to grow your business quickly online without confusion and overwhelm. And if you're watching this over on YouTube, then we want to encourage you to become a subscriber, okay? You can become a subscriber, and that way you'll never miss out when we release new episodes just like this, because every time that we release a new episode, we also provide full recaps and downloadable resources to go along with the episode over on our blog. And actually, I'm going to get this up and going on the screen for you guys, where you can run over there today and access the blog, access the full recap of this episode, and access that free downloadable resource that we created for you this week. So you should be seeing that link now scrolling across the bottom of your screen. And we're going to jump in and get going. So hey there, you guys. Sometimes, like I said before, we say this every week. If you're over on Facebook, we can't always see your name on this software that we use, but hello, whoever said good afternoon. Good morning from Auburn, Alabama. Hello, hello. We're super excited that you guys are joining us here today. And if you want to pop your name into the comments so that I know who you are, that would be awesome as well. So let's jump in and let's get going, okay? So we're going to talk about today some of the things that happen when we experience negativity about our business, right? Has anyone ever been negative to you about network marketing and the network marketing industry in general? It's really funny. The other day, we were at a friend's house having a very small get together for game night. And there was another person there who my friend asked me about business and how things were going. And this other person made a very, he was not trying to be offensive whatsoever, but he made a comment kind of making a joke and said, "Oh, that sounds like a pyramid scheme." And he had no idea that I was in network marketing. He had no idea that that was my career. And, my husband stepped in and he goes, "Oh yeah, she makes a lot from her pyramid scheme, and kind of laughed. And I joked and I said, "Yeah," I said, "Actually, I'm in network marketing." I said, "That's my business." And he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I said, "Oh, it's no big deal." I was like, people say that all the time. No biggie. We went on about it. It wasn't a big deal. But it is funny, right? People sometimes will say stuff like that. Sometimes it's a friend or a family member. Sometimes it's what we're saying in our own head of what we're afraid other people might be thinking, right? And so we're afraid people are going to think, "Oh no, she got involved in one of those things," or, "She got in this business and now all she wants to do is sell me all the time. And I don't want to join her business because I don't want to have to be salesy." Do you ever worry about that? Drop me a comment. Let me know if any of those fears or those thoughts ever go on in your own head. And maybe they keep you stuck. Maybe they keep you from reaching out to people about your business. Maybe they keep you from doing what you need to do to grow your business because you're so afraid that someone's going to be negative about it that it just keeps you from reaching out altogether, right? As far as how I made this video, we use a program called StreamYard. It's StreamYard.com. And it's really cool. I've got some backgrounds going on and stuff. What you're seeing over here is actually a PowerPoint presentation that is pulled up on the screen. So it's kind of cool. It looks a lot fancier than what it really is, but it's such a cool little thing. All right. Yes, I do. Absolutely. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. So, right. We all feel this way. We all worry about people that are, negative about our business, that are negative about network marketing. And it sometimes keeps us from doing what we need to do to grow our business, right? So this should make you feel better that you're not alone, right? So let's talk about how we're going to handle this. Now, one of the top things you can do if your network is full of people who are negative about your business, maybe you don't feel like you know enough people that might be open, one of the best things you can do is learn how to grow your network so that you have a larger supply of people to talk to, right? Because there are people out there who are open. You've just got to find them, right? And so that's why the free resource we created for you guys today over at globalfreedomcommunity.com/49. This is episode 49. You can grab our 10 free ways to meet new prospects, okay? It's our 10 favorite ways to meet new people so that we are not stuck, like if I could only share my business with my friends and my close family members, I wouldn't have a business, right? That's the reality of it. It's not that they're even unsupportive. It's just a lot of them don't want to be in this business. Some of them are my customers, but I actually don't have a single family member beyond my mom who is actively building in our business, right? And so if we had to rely on our friends and our family members, we wouldn't be in business. So you've got to learn how to meet new people, right? That's the first step. And so that's why we created that free resource for you, 10 free ways to find new prospects. Some of them are online, a couple of them are offline. So definitely run over, grab that free resource at globalfreedomcommunity.com/49. You'll really, really enjoy it. All right. So first point of the day. All right. Some will, some won't. So what? All right. Have you ever heard that? Maybe your upline, your sponsor, maybe a mentor has said that to you. This is essentially what this means. Okay. Network marketing is a sorting game. It's a sorting game. I am not in the business of convincing anyone to join my business. Can you say that? Someone type that in the comments. I'm not in the business of convincing anyone to join my business. Like, isn't that liberating? Your job is not to convince or argue or try to change the mind of anyone in your life who doesn't agree with what you're doing. That's not your job. That's not the business you're in. You're in the business of finding people who are open. Okay? Now, what does it mean if someone's open? A, they're going to have a conversation with you about it, right? B, they're going to at least look and see what it is you have to offer. And then C, after looking at what you have to offer, they may or may not decide to get into business with you as well, right? Just because someone's open doesn't mean they're going to join. But if someone's not even open to looking, I don't want to mess with them. Some will, some won't. So what? Right? It's like the sorting hat. Exactly. Harry Potter fans. Love my Harry Potter fans. Yeah, I've got Hedwig hanging out with me back here. It's my Harry Potter lamp. So yeah, I'm not in the business of convincing anyone to get in my business. It's a sorting game, okay? Because here's what happens. If you have to convince someone to take a look, you're going to have to convince them to join. And if you have to convince them to join, you're going to have to convince them to launch. And if you have to convince them to launch, you're going to have to convince them to keep going. And if you have to convince them to keep going, you're going to have to convince them from quitting, okay? That's exhausting. I'm exhausted just thinking about that. Aren't you? Like, oh my gosh, it's exhausting. We don't want to convince anyone to join our business. So instead of focusing on convincing, focus on sorting. Focus on finding. 3 people a week who will go through your company presentation. Did you know you can build a huge business if you will find just 3 people a week who are open to looking and actually will go through your company's presentation? That's all it really takes, 3 people a week, okay? And if someone's not open, if they're negative to you about network marketing, move on. Next, okay? Next. Like, I have a great aunt, and I can say this because she wouldn't touch social media with a 10-foot pole. She thinks I am a total failure in life to this day. To this day, I think I could make, $80 million in network marketing, which I have not made $80 million in network marketing, obviously. But if I did, I think she would still think I was a failure in life because I'm in network marketing. Guess what? I am never going to convince her to change her mind. And that's not my business. I don't really care, right? She thinks I'm crazy. She thinks I'm a failure. I think she's mean, right? In fact, our coaching clients are freedom seekers. You guys know her. We call her Auntie Meanie Pants, right? Everyone's got an Auntie Meanie Pants in their life. And you just got to let those Auntie Meanie Pants go, right? Some will, some won't, some, so what, right? Next. So next, I think we got our slides a little mixed up. I'm sorry, you guys. So there we go. There's the free download. I was kind of wondering where that went earlier. Free download, globalfreedomcommunity.com/49. Go grab those 10 free ways to find people to talk to about your business, okay? 10 free ways to find an unlimited supply of prospects so that you don't get stuck having to prospect Auntie-Meanie Pants. Does anyone else have an Auntie-Meanie Pants in their life? Maybe it's not your aunt. My aunt, by the way, is amazing. This is a great aunt, actually. But maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's your sister. Maybe it's your neighbor. Maybe it's some mom from school. Does anyone have someone in your life that's just super negative about what you do? It's okay. You can still be nice and love on that person, but you don't have to convince them. All right. It's time to stop convincing and start sharing. Okay. In network marketing, we are in the sharing business, not the convincing business. And the minute that you switch from sharing to convincing, you lose all of your posture. You lose all of your energy. You lose all of your excitement. You start sounding desperate. Okay. My friend John Melton calls it commission breath, right? You start getting that nasty commission breath. Nobody likes that. It just comes across kind of, right? And so you've got to stop convincing people and instead keep sharing. So what do you do when you encounter someone who requires a little convincing? You just have to convince them with your actions. Okay. You've got to convince them with your actions, meaning you've got to just forget about them. And you've got to go out and prove them wrong. Even if, like I said, proving them wrong, like my Auntie Meanie Pants, doesn't matter. I could make $80 million. She's never going to change her mind. That's not why I do what I do. But the only way that you can convince someone who's that negative is by convincing them with your actions. Okay, you've got to take action and you've got to go out there and be successful no matter what. Actually, speaking of bringing John Melton up again, John was saying earlier today that, a year from now, when your annual income has become your monthly income, are you really going to care about those negative people, right? Of course you're not. And so it's really, really powerful when you can let go of that. And you can say, you know what, this person feels this way, and that's okay. I'm going to go do what I do. I'm going to share. I'm going to sort. I'm going to find the people who are open, and that's what I'm going to focus on. All right. And if you continue to sort through the numbers, you will find the people who are open. All right. The last tip, and this is really probably one of the most important, who agrees that network marketing can be a little lonely sometimes, especially in the beginning when you're you have no big team. It's just you. Maybe your team, your upline doesn't build the same way you want to build. I know when I first got started in this business, even though we had a great team, like upline, crossline, sideline, I was super lonely in my business because I was home by myself a lot, working my business. I had to psych myself up to make phone calls. I had to psych myself up to go to meetings. And, it got really lonely. And, it's a lonely business sometimes, but Thank goodness these days we have social media, which we didn't have when I got started back in 2005. It's so important to surround yourself with people who are positive and who believe in what you're doing. Okay, so who might be positive and who might believe in what you're doing? Your upline, your other company leaders, cross-line leaders, leaders who aren't even in your company. You know, network marketing trainers, people like Ray Higdon or Eric Worre. You know, people like me and my mom, like we're building our own network marketing team, but we're also coaches and trainers. And we believe in what you're doing. We believe you can do this. We don't think you're crazy. We think you'd be crazy to quit. All right. And so when you surround yourself with people who believe that and feel that way, it becomes a lot easier to grow your business and to stay positive despite the people in your immediate circle who might be feeling a little bit negative and who might have that negative perspective around what you do, right? It's like social proof. If you're all of a sudden in a Facebook group of 10,000 other people who believe in what you're doing, now all of a sudden your belief in what you're doing gets bigger. And when your belief in what you're doing grows, then the beliefs of the other people who don't know what you're doing, it doesn't matter as much. So going to company events, this is why company events are so important. You walk into this room and the music's playing and the lights are on and there's, you know, thousands of people in there and you're like, oh my God, I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one who believes in this, right? And you get to sit in the audience and you get to listen to the stories of the people on the stage who also had friends and family members who thought they were crazy. And now all of a sudden they're speaking on stage and their friends and their family are saying, wait, now what is it you do again? Right? So you've got to be positive. You've got to be surrounding yourself with positive people. So bringing it all together, remember, network marketing is a sorting game, okay? And the most important thing you can do to ensure that you find the people who are open is to keep sorting, keep sharing, keep opening your mouth and talking to people. Because the minute you stop doing that, you start thinking that no one's interested, that no one's open. When in reality, you just haven't connected yet with the people who are, all right? And, you know, you're going to, if you're not consistently growing your network and meeting new people, they're going to very quickly go through the ones who are interested, who are open, and all you're going to be left with is this pile of people that you feel like you have to convince. So I never convince anyone. I just go out and meet new people, okay? And I am as introverted as they come. I am socially awkward. My best friend, I met my best friend at my horse barn. Our trainer, it took her 2 years to convince us to talk to each other. That's how like socially awkward we are. She was like, I think you guys would be really good friends if you would ever actually like talk to each other. And we're like, yeah, okay. You know, like I was like, yeah, maybe, yeah, I'm sure she's really nice, right? I'm not going up and talking to a stranger. No way. I am so socially awkward. I am so introverted, but I have big dreams. I have big goals. When I got started in this business, I didn't want to have to quit. I didn't want to have to go back to school. I didn't want to have to go work at Starbucks. I didn't want to have to go, you know, do something that I didn't want to do for my career. So I freaking figured it out. And I did the things I didn't like doing and I wasn't comfortable doing because I knew those are the things that would pay me in my business. So yes, maybe you're introverted, maybe you're socially awkward. Thank goodness we can do all this on social media now, right? I very rarely have to actually meet people in real life anymore. And that's why we put together 10 strategies for how to meet new people, okay? So that you never run out of people to talk to, so that you're not stuck talking to Auntie Meanie Pants, okay? And you can grab that free resource that we put together for you over at globalfreedomcommunity.com/49. You can get a full recap of everything I covered in this episode, and you can download that free resource for yourself as well. So if you got value from this episode, do us a huge favor and hit the share button. Let us know that you got value from it by sharing. We appreciate that. And in the comments, let me know, how much easier do you think it would be to build your business if you had new people to talk to every single week? If you weren't stuck talking to the same old people over and over, or posting and the same old people seeing your post every single day, do you think that would make it easier to build your business if you had fresh eyeballs I was talking to someone the other day who said, I'm nervous to build my business because I feel like I've been in several companies and everyone knows. And I said, oh, that's easy. Go out and meet some new people. They don't care. They won't know how many companies you've been in unless you tell them, right? You're brand new to them. This could be your first business. You could be super successful in it. They don't care. So the thing that solves all your problems and all your fears is going out and meeting new people. All right. So I hope you got value from this episode. Let us know in the comments if you did, and don't forget to hit that share button. And we will be right back here with you guys again next week for another episode of Coffee with K and J. All right. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.